the Bible and reading, getting online and researching, I found out it's the plant-based diet that is the cure for most disease. And since I didn't eat anything but animal products, I thought vegetarians were weird and goofy and geeky, and I didn't like fruits and vegetables, and I didn't eat them, and I didn't feel good. But when I saw what I saw, that and what the Bible said in Genesis 1:29, after God created all of us, we were created to eat the plant-based diet. I thought, I'm going to try this. My mother died of a brain tumor. My only brother died at 8 years old when I was 10 of leukemia. My dad was on his way out with heart disease, and I was the only one that still had some life left in me. So that's when I did the research and changed my diet.
Not only did you change your diet, you changed your
My
dad's as well.
Yes.
Talk a little bit about him, because when I came to your office, he kind of peeked in it, and I was just amazed at how well he looked.
My dad is 86 years old. He had a double bypass when he was 59. I was raised, first of all, let me tell you, I was raised in a very good home. My mom cooked. We went on weekends, we went camping and had donuts and eggs and bacon and milk and all the things that everybody thinks you have, soda pop and cookies and cake and candy. And when he was 59, he had a double bypass. My brother died at 8, but we had a good life. But he had been on 25 years of 7 different drugs for heart disease. And when I went to this doctor down in Michigan and found out that I was a heart attack waiting to happen, I come back and told him we're going, and did my research. I said, we're going on a plant-based diet, and we're going to become vegetarians. And I started reading the Bible like crazy, and when a light bulb turned, the light bulb just turned into my mind. Within 6 months, he was off of all his medications. That was when he was 74. He's 80, no, he's probably about 72. He's 86 today.
That's amazing.
And he takes no medication, except for his mechanical valve. He has a mechanical valve that he has to take one medication for that valve, but he takes no other drugs, and he's very, very healthy.
And he looks good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I'm just going to let you just sit back, and I want to be educated again.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Well, I would like to talk about wellness. I'm telling you, if you really listen to what I'm going to say, don't believe it because I say it. Just logic it and use common sense and see if it makes sense to you. Wellness is a natural state of the body, not sickness. Wellness is not sickness treatment. In other words, when we get sick, we don't take medication to get well. Hippocrates said it years ago, let your food be your medicine and your medicine be your food. God created us to be well, walking, talking, thinking, and seeing until we die. But because of what we do, it causes disease and sickness, and your food can heal you or it can kill you. So most of the time, from the time we're born until we're 40 or 50, we're not getting a lot of bad things happen, although some people do, but most of the time it's around 50 years old when we start to see, we get tired, we get achy, our joints hurt, your hair starts to gray, your eyesight starts to go bad. But anyway, I want to talk about the S.A.D diet. The S.A.D diet is the Standard American Diet, S.A.D. What a S.A.D diet is I'd like to read just something here real quick to you to explain the S.A.D diet. I'll find it here. Standard American Diet. Sadly, most people are on a diet comprised almost totally of the wrong building materials. We call it the Standard American Diet, a diet that is loaded with toxins. It causes physical breakdown, pinging and knocking, progressively gets louder as we go through life. Maybe it's a little high blood pressure or high triglycerides. Maybe it's high cholesterol. Maybe it's a little arthritis or bursitis. These physical breakdowns are almost always the result of placing the wrong fuel in our bodies. A predominantly dead food diet loaded with toxins. If we are to stay on that low octane fuel long enough, the pinging and knocking becomes progressively louder as we continue through life. It may be arthritis deteriorating to a point where we end up in a wheelchair, or diabetes that deteriorates to the place where our kidneys shut down and a limb needs to be cut off, which is so unnecessary, or eyesight that is lost, or it may be a full-blown heart attack or stroke or cancer. Almost every physical problem we experience during our entire lifetime, other than accidents, of course, is caused by our attempting to nourish our beautiful God-made physical bodies with the wrong fuel. I call it the Standard American Diet because if you eat the Standard American Diet, you're going to get the Standard American disease and die the Standard American death. That is heart disease and cancer. Both of those are usually one or the other will get you if you don't get shot by a gun or run over by a car.
I'm going to go ahead and say this because when I attended your wellness meeting, and I want to say this to the listening audience also, that we are all going to die. You're going to leave this earth from something. Mm-hmm. And what I got from all of this and attending your wellness meeting was that while we're here, if we eat right, if we live right, then we will have a healthy existence while we're here. So I wanted to say that. I don't want people to think, oh, if I eat this, am I going to live longer? Maybe, maybe not. That's but right. You will live healthy.
Yes.
And that's, I guess, what I got.
It's kind of like playing Russian roulette with your life. You can walk out on the street and a car might not hit you. But if you stay off of the street, you're less likely to get hit by a car. And you know, if I might, with the Bible, when I first started reading the Bible, it told me in Genesis 1:29, first book, first chapter, after God created us all and everything that exists, stars, moon, sky, water, trees, and then humans, he told us, I give you all the seed-bearing plants and the fruit trees. That will be yours for food. So he originally created us to eat a plant-based diet and allowed us to eat meat later. There's no sin in eating meat. Or animal products. Now, I want to stress to you, it's not just meat, it's animal products. If it's got a face, a liver, a mother, walks, crawls, or swims, or comes from one of them, or if it's cooked food, you bake, boil, broil, steam, fry, grill, box, can, homogenize, pasteurize your food. When you cook your food and eat dead flesh products as your main diet, your chances of getting dis-ease of the body, are a lot more likely than if you eat the plant-based diet that God originally created. And to prove that, in the beginning, when God first made man, they lived to be almost 1,000 years old with no disease, no sickness, had lots of babies, populated the whole earth. Animals didn't eat the humans, and the humans didn't eat the animals in the beginning. And now we don't live shorter lives today because of animals. We live shorter lives because of corruption, but we know that we did very well on a plant-based diet. So what I would like to just share with you something about an animal-based diet, and then I want to go into the 5 lies. But animal source foods are loaded with fat, not protein. And if I might, I want to go back a minute, if that's okay.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
When God originally created us, the animals, we think we're carnivores. We've been programmed in life to believe we need protein from an animal to be strong. But if we think we're carnivores, if you look at a horse and a cow and a gorilla and a bull and a giraffe and a zebra and an elephant and a buffalo, for a few, they eat plants all day long. Have you ever looked at a gorilla or a bull or a buffalo or an elephant? They're all plant eaters, pure plants. That's all they do all day long. But a carnivore is a cat and a dog and a